Today on CBTV Idaho, we're going to discuss the upcoming Yellowstone Underpass construction project, which will cause commuting detours. We're going to do a recap on the Tautphaus Park Funland fundraising project, which took place last Saturday, and we're going to give an update on the Idaho Falls Airport expansion project. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Tyson. You are watching Construction Business TV, Idaho Falls, Idaho. Welcome back, guys, to CBTV Idaho. My name is Tyson. I'm your local journalist and videographer for Construction Business TV in the East Idaho area. If this is your first time on the channel, Construction Business TV is a YouTube-based news platform dedicated to keeping you up to date on all of the construction and development projects going on in your local area. First item of business, we have a local job post lead. Sunrock Corp is looking to fill 7 different positions. All these positions are based in Idaho Falls. They're all full-time, they're all entry-level, and they have a starting pay of at least $17.50 an hour. Some of these positions offer more than that. We have construction laborer, construction and concrete laborer, asphalt laborer, concrete finisher, equipment operator, crusher loader, and paving equipment operator. So I'm going to leave a link in the description below. You can follow that link to Indeed.com where you can get more information on each of these positions as well as how to apply for them. Story number 1, we're going to discuss the Idaho Falls Airport Terminal expansion update. We're closing in on 30 days left to completion, with the expansion project set to be completed by the end of September. 2 gates have been soft opened in the upstairs section, and due to COVID-19, it has been difficult to get supplies for construction, furniture, etc. The airport restaurant is going through new construction as well, and they are investing $400,000 into the restaurant's infrastructure. There is a complete kitchen upstairs and a total remodeled food serving and bar area. If you're finding value in the information that I'm sharing with you on a weekly basis, don't forget to hit the like button under the video as well as subscribe to Construction Business TV on YouTube. And let's go to story number 2, the Tautphaus Park Funland fundraising event, which happened last Saturday. I attended the event and I took a little bit of journalistic video that I'm going to share with you right now. Let's go to it. I'm live here at the Tautphaus Park Fun at the Park event. It's a fundraising event. They've got a bunch of bounce houses, vendors, live entertainment, dancers from a local high school, bringing a ton of people out here to raise money to fund the construction and the revitalization of Tautphaus Park Funland. This is a attraction that's been a staple in this community since I was told about it was like the 40s. It was the 1940s when this was first brought here. It's been out of commission for a couple of years. The city just purchased the land from a private owner. I was told, I think 2019, I believe is what I was told. And they have plans. I spoke with the organizer of the Parks and Rec, director of Parks and Rec, I believe it was. They're planning on, from the money that they get from this event as well as from other investors, they plan on bringing in subcontractors to begin rebuilding, sometimes from scratch, depending on the ride, a lot of these attractions. We got the Ferris wheel here. We've got this. Let's hold on one sec. Let's take a look over here. Well, while we're here, I'll tell you, we got the carousel. Right now, it's just kind of a base of a carousel at this point. And this is all stuff that was alive and popping when I was younger. This is a big childhood memory spot for me. Over here, this is what it is, the octopus. Right now, it's just kind of like a lifeless octopus, but this is the guy. I have fond memories of this because this was my favorite ride when I was a kid, and I remember hopping in one of these. I've talked about this event, or I've talked about this attraction in some of my previous weekly news updates. A couple months ago, I guess it was. This was the ride that I would get back in line over and over and just continuously riding it all day. It was my favorite ride. I didn't even want to ride any of the other stuff. And I kept riding this one. until I got very, very sick, and I think I ended up throwing up somewhere. But this was my favorite ride. It ruined the rest of my day, but it was a memory builder. This park has a lot of memories for myself, as well as I imagine a majority of the community that is here today who are wanting to see it come back to life, who want to see it resurrected in a sense. So we've also, in addition to the octopus, we got this guy, the Ellie wheel is what it's called. And you'll see we got some cool painted concept art, kind of giving people a dream of what this is one day going to become again. And you'll see over on this side, we've got a nice big crowd that is turned up to support the funding of this park. And they are hoping that it'll be about this time next year that we'll be able to be back in commission with this park. They've got a couple of subcontractors. I will find out exactly what they're needing help with as far as contracting services. Leave that in the comments below the video, and as well as how you can get a hold of them and bid out projects if you or somebody you know works for or owns a construction-based business that could be of service on this project. Before I go on to story number 3, if you have an interest in following the development of the Mountain America Event Center in Idaho Falls, make sure you hit the link right here that will take you to a series of interviews that I'm going to be having with Rob Spear, the executive director of the Idaho Falls Auditorium District. We're going to be meeting on a monthly basis around the beginning of the month, every month, all the way up until the opening date of the Mountain America Event Center next October tentatively. So make sure you hit that link right there and you can follow that as we go through it. With that, story number 3, the Yellowstone Underpass reconstruction project. This is going to be a big one because it affects the commuting route for a lot of residents of Idaho Falls. The underpass of Yellowstone Avenue will soon be closed for construction. The section between East Street and South Boulevard is scheduled to undergo a sequence of updates and upgrades, including new storm drainage, which consists of new pipe and inlets for stormwater collection, as well as existing roadway reconstruction. Permits are still pending for this project, but the tentative start date is early September, with completion at some point in October. It all depends on when they can get these permits and when they can actually get their shovels in the ground on day one. So the traffic control alternate routes for commuters will likely utilize Elm Street and Broadway. So this project is going to be headed by Sunrock Corp, which probably explains their immediate need for working hands that we talked about in the job post listing at the beginning of this video. This project is being funded by the Idaho Transportation Department. And that's going to do it for this week's edition of Construction Business TV, Idaho Falls, Idaho. If you guys have any questions about any construction projects that you're seeing in your community, make sure you mention them in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for your time and your support, and you drive safe. Make sure you leave comments in the description. And this project is being funded by the Idaho Falls, not Idaho Falls. That's going to do it for this week's edition. Let me know in the description, not the description. Oh my gosh. That's going to do it for this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for your time and your support, and you drive safe. That'll work.